The bloodshed won't end until Regala is defeated. But what matters is the soldier they took captive, Nakala. She's been their prisoner for some time now. She's my only lead to finding Cabo.
We'll get her back. And then Cabo too.
The outpost should be just ahead.
Wait, I think I cleared this place already. But I didn't see a prisoner.
Then the trail's gone cold.
Maybe not. Let's go take a look. We might be able to figure out what happened to her.
Our scouts said they saw Nakala tied up at a wood post.
Let's look around.
There. That's the post.
Well, no Nakala, obviously. But maybe the rebels moved her. I can look for tracks. There. Tracks leading away from the post.
Where do they go?
There's rope. Just enough to bind someone. Blood. From the rebels or Nakala?
Dead end.
No. I think there's something under that wood.
Take my hand, Nakala. Steady now.
Where am I? Chaplain? Is that you? And with an outlander.
Whoa. How'd you end up down there?
Rebels had me strung up. They thought I'd give up intel about lowland squad movements by letting me bake in the sun. Managed to slip my bonds and make a run for it. They made me pay for that. Last thing I remember was a crack on the head and the taste of dirt. How'd you end up here?
We're looking for Cavo. His squad was last spotted leaving this outpost.
Yeah, he was here. It was his squad that attacked us on the road. My comrades got away, but I was taken. Cavo tied me to the post himself. If you're looking for him, Chaplain, I'm afraid you'll only find a dead end. His loyalties are clear.
Do you know where his squad went?
I overheard them mention Fall's Edge.
Then we'll pick the search up from there. I'll go ahead and meet you at Fall's Edge, southwest of here.
Dekka, if Cavo attacked her squad?
No! He's not lost to us yet. We have to find him and turn him from this path.
Okay. I'll see you there. What about you? That wound needs to be looked at.
It'll scar. I just need to rest a bit, then I'll report into the Grove. I'm telling you, Bloodhair. The chaplain might not want to hear it, but her grandson is a traitor.
I guess we'll see about that. primer with plasma. My armor in this heat. Can't spray me if I shoot off that part. Crest of armor on its head. Must be a red-eye watcher. An outpost. Guess this marks the start of lowland territory. I could resupply before moving on.
Hair like blood. You must be the champion. Please, word. May your blade be right. I mean you no harm, champion. Please.
May
Sit with
strength and honor be with Hikaru this day.
Your actions are known across the lowlands, Easterner. You've aided our marshals and our chief. I, for one, am grateful. So I'll tell you what I see, what I know, I will share. That way you won't be running blind in these days. I should probably tell you. There's been reports of rebel outposts all over the jungle. A few set up camp just west of here. A whole squad's hiding out in the south. They've even managed to take over an area southwest of here, where the jungle narrows. Those traitors don't know when to give up. And our squads are at their limit. We could really use the help of a proven champion.
I'll see what I can do.
Tread carefully, champion. The lowlands are dangerous.
I'll take this. Feeling exposed out here. without the cover of the jungle. Right, because claws and shredding jaws were enough. There's Fall's Edge. Deca should be waiting for me in there. This is getting quicker.
Boosting strength. Some like the melee ring, but true to not, learn in the hunting grounds. I think I might head over to hunting grounds. The war might have gone against Regala, but this is the battle that
You
counts.
must guide your move. Always.
This game seems interesting. How does it work?
You'll have to ask someone else. I don't teach newcomers.
Guess I'm not playing then. I could go to Chain Scrape, find the person who is playing Machine Strike, ask them to teach me.
May your enemies fall. Make it faster.
I'm telling the truth.
Listen to him, Aroke.
Not a chance. He's a traitor.
Deca, what's going on?
Aloy, I'm glad you're here. This is Aroke, leader of Fall's Edge.
So you've enlisted the Chief's champion in your dull-bladed efforts.
You must be Cavo, then.
My grandson. And a soldier trying to right his mistakes.
Or trying to lure us into a trap. My scouts caught him, sneaking around on the outskirts of the village.
I wasn't sneaking around. I was coming to warn you. The rebels are planning an attack. They're going to send a machine straight through this village. I left my post when I realized what they were planning. You have to believe me.
Where are the rebels now?
They were hunting for the machine north of here. I can show you the way.
The only thing you'll do is face trial by combat. You betrayed your clan. Your chief. Blood and blades will decide your fate.
I'll fight whoever you want. After we stop the attack.
Why destroy this village? I thought Regala's fight was with Hikaru.
Hikaru was a lowlander before he was chief. Unlike the Desert and Sky clans. We stand behind him without question. Fall's Edge is a strategic midpoint between the Grove and our capital on the coast.
It's true. Our orders were to cut off Hikaru's support from the Lowland clan. But I thought that meant disrupting supply routes, not slaughtering an entire village.
You said you defected after you found out about the attack. Why'd you change your mind?
When I joined the rebels, I thought Regala was going to lead us into battle against our old enemy, the Karja. But all we've done is kill each other. And for what? Pride? Vengeance? So when my squad leader told us about the mission to destroy this village, I left my post.
Don't believe his lies. Anyone who deserted the tribe to join Regala knew exactly what they were getting themselves into.
Not everyone.
If Cavo is telling the truth, this whole village is in danger. We have to find and stop these rebels.
The rebels built a campfire north of the river, near the cliffs. I can show you the way from there.
Okay. Open it up, or okay?
No. I won't give him the chance to escape. The traitor stays here until his trial by combat.
Then I invoke blood for blood. I will take Cavo's place until he returns.
You're making a mistake, Chaplain. The clan needs your guidance, not the lies of this bare-armed boy.
The right has been called. Cavo will go with Aloy.
Then I'm going to. If the boy speaks truth, you'll need my blade. If he lies, I'll run him through. I must make arrangements here first. Then I'll bring the boy to the meeting place.
Fine. I'll see you there.
Was there something else?
I should go.
See you at the campfire.
Changed your mind?
I'll be going now. Javert. There's a body on the side of the trail. What happened here? It looks like he died quick. What was he doing here? My focus might show me more. These rocks look like they broke off from the cliff. Was he climbing when they gave way? Climbing gear. Why was the Tenakth trying to scale this cliff? Looks like there's a trail I can follow with my focus. There. Tracks look like they lead up the cliff. Be careful not to let this stain my hands. A machine. It might have attacked the Tenakth while he was climbing. There's a cave up here. I bet this is where the Tenakth was trying to get to. Moonshine. Was this what the Tenakth was after? But then that machine swooped down on him and he fell to his death. The campfire that Cavill mentioned should be nearby.
What's taking so long? They should be here already.
Someone's waiting at... Rebels. Friends of Cavos? going to have to take them out to get to that campfire.
Should we go and check? No, our orders were clear. We hold this position until they arrive.
This storm will leave me definitely blinded and bruised.
Rain's really coming down.
I knew it! Intruder! Throwing bomb! Is she hiding out in there?
Still suspicious. These rebels waiting to ambush whoever showed up. Cabo has some explaining to do. Better wait at the campfire for him and Oroke. I can fill my patch with these later. Found a few of your friends when I got here, Cavo. You're not off to a great start.
They must have been out on patrol. I swear on the 10, I didn't know they'd be here.
What did I tell you? His lies are an open sore. Better we cauterize it now than let it fester.
No! I'm telling the truth.
Untie him.
As you say. But this is a mistake.
And my weapon?
If you think...
Just give it to him, or okay? We need to get moving.
Lead the way.
Up this way.
Where are you leading us?
The rebels are stationed at the nearby cliff falls. I took this path when I left my post. The others won't be expecting anyone to come this way.
Or they are, and will be skewered the moment we arrive.
There's the cliff falls.
And there's no one there, as I suspected.
Let's just keep going.
I don't like this.
Where is everyone?
No rebels, no machine. What did I say?
Over there, by the falls.
Blood up the
Good for using acid ammo.
If that thing runs through Fall's Edge, the village stands no chance.
Then we stop them. Right here.
On your lead, Aloy.
Nothing will stand in our way now! Grab your gear. We march on Fall's Edge.
Not as sneaky
We did it. Cavo, you're bleeding.
I'll be fine. What matters is the attack was stopped.
Because of your warning, you saved many lives today.
Come on. Let's get you back to Falls Edge.
I guess I cracked some ribs, too.
Go on ahead. I'll see him back to the village.
Okay. I'll let Decca know what happened. Oh, it is hot.
Cavo and Orochi. 3 leave, only you return? What happened?
Cavo was telling the truth. The rebels had a behemoth. Cavo was injured in the battle, but we stopped the attack. Orochi
regrets that he doubted the boy. Your grandson proved himself to be honest and brave, Chaplain. He's loyal to the lowland.
So you'll release him?
He's earned his freedom. But it'll take many more deeds to earn back the rest of the clan's trust.
I'll do whatever it takes.
Thank you, Aloy.
Indeed. Falls Edge owes you a great debt. May this begin to repay it.
Thank you.
As soon as you're healed, I have so much to show you.
Welcome back, Cabo.
I see you, champion. Sit. Did you see those kids riding around on machines out west?
You know who they are?
No idea. But they didn't look like rebels to me.
Agreed. Machine
let the
riders,
free
but
man
not rebels. I should track them down when I can. I know who they are.
Hey, look who's back. You find what you're looking for?
I did. One step closer to taking the fight to the zeniths.
Can't wait.
You still sifting through loads of data?
Yeah, it's interesting. There's lots of words. I thought maybe I could try finding things with more, pictures in it. Not much luck there, but I did find out about these holofilms. Like images put together to tell a story. They were made to look like they were the real thing. The Oseram like shows. I bet they pay a lot of shards for those hollows.
I made a new friend while I was getting ether.
Yeah, I've seen him. Catalo's a broody fella. You do know the cards just say these Tanakh drink people's blood?
You shouldn't believe everything you hear.
Yeah. Well, I guess if you trust him, so do I.
How are things going around here?
Hey, you tell me. Varl's new girlfriend tried to kill me earlier.
What did you do?
I made one joke about how they, eat grass a lot. How does anyone fight with nothing but tree leaves in their stomach anyway?
From the looks of it, the Utaru.
Yeah, well, I wasn't expecting her to be that fast.
Just try not to get hurt. What's this?
Strike. It's a Tanakh game. I'm pretty bad at it, but it's fun.
Think you could teach me?
I would, but I can barely make sense of it myself. Be better off learning from Salma and Chainscrape. She can be pretty, passionate about...
Guess I'll have to make some... I better get going.
All right.
Aloy, you found another one of Gaia's sub-functions?
2 down, 1 to go.
I'm glad her healing can continue.
Found anything else combing through that data?
Varl and I have been looking into the animals of the old world. Apparently there used to be thousands more species roaming around than there are today. Can you imagine that? I'd give anything to see them, even as holograms. Though I know that without Artemis or Apollo, that may prove difficult. At least I can find comfort in knowing Gaia used many of them as inspiration for her machines. Her memory honors them.
Have you met Katalo yet?
Yes, but he has kept to himself. Tanakh don't have much use for us outsiders. You must have made quite the impression for him to offer his fealty.
Are you guys training with Erend as well?
If you count trying to stick a spear in his gut as training, then yes.
I've been told. Please tell me you weren't being serious, though.
Of course not.
Good.
I was going for a couple of broken bones. He called the Utaru leaf grazers. Laughed at the idea of us simple farmers being formidable fighters. Before I knew it, he and I were battling it out in the common room. The man is slow, but he can throw a hammer around. Don't look so worried. We're evenly matched. For now. Next time he's going down like a load of boar dump.
Just try not to kill each other.
Injuring his pride should be good enough.
I better get going.
Right. You've got that sub-function to deliver.
You back for more?
How are things going around here?
Hey, you tell me.
So I hear.
I made one about how did...
From the looks of it...
Yeah, what?
Just... I gotta...
Yeah, just...
Aloy, I'm glad you have returned. And I see you have recovered ether.
Aloy, can you come downstairs? Beta has something you need to hear.
Okay. I'll be right down.
Aloy, I have managed to unlock additional rooms within the facility.
Got it. Hey, Gaia. I'm back.
So I see what is on your mind.
Have you been able to make use of Demeter's functions?
Yes. I was able to mitigate most soil conditions and restore a temporary balance. You should notice less
Maybe that'll give Plainsong's fields a chance to recover.
Unfortunately, recovery in that area is unlikely without the assistance of the... I have discussed this matter with Zoe.
Yeah, I'm helping her out with that. The missing subordinate functions. What can you tell me about them?
Artemis rewilded the Earth with a variety of animal species. Eleuthia was responsible for gestating, nurturing, and acculturating a new generation of human beings. Apollo was tasked with preserving, organizing, and disseminating vast archives of human knowledge and cultural achievements. Unfortunately, all archived Apollo data was purged on the 2nd of February, 2066, by order of Ted Faro.
Faro, huh? I really hate that guy.
Understandable. He appears to have been pathologically narcissistic, impulsive, and unstable.
All 3 of the missing functions have already served their purpose, or were prevented from doing so. Do you still need them?
Restoring their remaining elements would increase my heuristic processing density, empowering my overall function. Unfortunately, as we now know they are in the possession of Far Zenith, attaining them in the short term is very likely.
I guess our best shot at recovering them is by taking over the Zenith. But we'll need Hephaestus and a bunch of combat machines to do that.
Correct.
So, Poseidon, what do we know about it?
Poseidon controls the organic. Once it is restored to me, I may be able to improve. But I must warn you, like the others.
I'll be careful. So, once Hephaestus has been recovered and merged, you'll regain the capacity to mass-produce machines at cauldrons around the world.
Yes, and to program them.
So you could build an army of machines. Attack the Zeniths and take them out.
It is in my nature to take any and all necessary steps to preserve life on Earth, human life above all. So yes, Once I have been empowered with the capacities of a Festus, I could design, build, and command such an army. Given the nature of the far zenith threat, doing so, I must admit, however, that I have misgivings about using such technology, no matter how aggressive the enemy.
That's good. It means you have a conscience. As Elizabeth intended.
Indeed.
There's something I'm still trying to figure out.
In its deranged...
It thought the Pharaoh...
It feared, as part of its directive, and considering it had
It's a good thing I have the... You mentioned that the superstorms have some...
Yes.
Well, that's a really...
I will continue.
How's Catalo doing?
I have detected that the loss of his arm still deeply pains him. In an effort to remedy this, I believe he will want to fill you.
A solution? How are things around here?
Zoe has been studying them more in an effort to understand without the abilities of her. However, due to Zoe's perseverance...
Yeah, she filled me in. Varl and Zoe seem to like spending time together.
Indeed. Zoe discovered references to... She appreciated the similarities with Ut and encouraged Varl to...
And how did that go?
I believe they have agreed to disagree.
How's Erend handling things?
He is becoming increasingly accustomed to use of the focus. After an initial incident.
What did he do?
He unfortunately crushed his first focus as he attempted to affix it to his temple. Amongst a number of Oseram curses, I believe he also blamed the focus for being dainty. He has given repeated assurances that it will not happen again.
Well, good thing we have a lot of extras, I guess. So there's a few people here now, almost like what was supposed to happen.
Yes. While the loss of the Apollo database, there is still much that can be gleaned. For instance, Varl has been reviewing the last, hearing their hopes and fears.
Anything I should be worried about?
I do not believe so. I have elected not to intervene.
Gaia? What was Elizabeth like?
Her presence is interwoven with my memories. The moment I came on, we exchanged greetings. It was the first of many conversations.
Your friend?
Yes. When I reviewed the data on... Though I am glad she made it whole. I deeply wish she'd...
She was okay with that. Thanks, Gaia. So this facility,
For the local... Had humans received, they would have then been... As that never happened.
Until Minerva decided to set... So the Hades Proving Lab, where I found the Gaia kernel. It used to be a Pharaoh...
Yes. It appears to have been...
I guess it wasn't enough to build automate... I guess I should get...
As you say.
Hey, Gaia.
Welcome back, Aloy. Yes, whether...
Oh.
It makes should you...
I'll keep... So, a while back, I discovered it was created to oversee... I'm guessing...
No. An effort by its
Any chance?
I have already attempted contact, given its previous experience with accepting...
Right. Well, that's... The processor Ether was installed on was part of an... Do you know anything about...
My knowledge of historical events, however, such condition...
There was...
During the...
It's where they create...
It is likely she was...
That makes sense.
Using the in all...
So zero... There was a lot of data...
I will complete.
But new crop...
It is.
When we were at the facility, where I know they traded their ectogenic chambers to zero...
At this point, perhaps at one time, as their goals evolved over...
So they got more selfish as the risks was... So, the greatest minds in the world, all working to build the terraforming system while what was it like?
Personnel worked in rotations. And within a month of the Elizabeth encouraged me to... She said it was important.
What were they like?
Scared. Hopeful. I owe every...
I should be...
Goodbye.
Anybody seen one of my machine strike pieces around?
Why don't you check the cache? Maybe you left it there when you dropped off all that ale.
Oh.
It's a shuttle. Like the one I blew up at Parzinus launch facility. Varl seemed pretty interested in space travel. I guess he wanted a keepsake. Looks like Arendt and Catalo moved their stuff in. Huh. The door's unlocked now. Gaia, what was this room for?
This was intended to be a recreational room for Control Center operatives. I have repurposed the displays to track Regala's activity in the region.
A useful war map.
What's this lead? Another room. What for?
Exactly where to hit us. Aloy.
It's good to see you.
I've been told of our enemy and their intentions. Your friends showed me to the... vision you keep in this place. Gaia, and explained the... They gave me this focus as well. I don't pretend to fully understand everything, but all I really need to know...
Welcome to the team. What are you looking at over there?
The others have been helping me decipher the symbols the focus shows me. So, I thought I'd try to understand... This Hephaestus...
Yes.
How many?
As many as we...
Such power. Has the world ever seen...
You said you were training with...
That's right. I've been watching holograms of your first fight with the Zenith Spectres. They are faster and more agile than... How many do the Zenith...
I'm not...
I would not wish to face them.
I'm with you there. Must be strange.
I can see machines like... To think that such a tiny object might be the most powerful weapon...
Getting ether out of the grove.
One that showed the entire... It is now blessed.
Now that you know...
I'll admit,
For now.
I will leave this...
I heard my friend Talana came by the base. Did you get a chance to meet her?
Briefly. A bold woman. She'll be lucky if my people don't shoot her on sight.
She'll be careful. She's just...
Whoever it is, they better be...
You've had some time with the team.
I admit, I was... Farmers don't make for a...
I'm told she rallied some...
Interesting.
Have you had a chance to...
Briefly. He fought... Are all Norais?
I'm not exactly one of them. But...
I thought my tribe...
Does it still hurt?
It comes and goes. I try not to think about it. But its absence is... It's difficult to explain.
I can't claim to understand.
Then you have my thanks.
What did Chief Ikaros...
You spilt rebel blood at the group. There was...
Well, I'm honored.
Indeed.
Does it still hurt?
It's...
I can't...
Then you have my...
When we were at the Bulwark, what does it mean?
The visions tell us that the 10 flew on for us to imitate this, and it is why the Challenger... Many times I imagined it.
You said the Bulwark was your...
Yes.
That's all you're gonna tell me?
Fine. As you wish. My parents were killed. As I grew older, I came to be known as an accomplished fighter. I fought by his side against the... It was I who opened the gates at Barren Light.
That must have gotten you some...
Indeed.
Then why'd you leave?
I became a marshal.
Why did you leave the Sky Clan?
I was sent to the Kulrut. Back then, I would have obeyed his every order. I believe I was too blind to see the fear of a rising young warrior challenging his command of the I returned a hero from the battle at Barren Light. Never occurred to him that I had no interest.
Why did Tekote think you wouldn't be a threat to him if he...
Tekote knew that if I survived the Kulrut, I'd never be allowed to challenge his... After our victory, I said it would be selfish to rob Hikaru and the marshals, even though he knew perfectly well it was exile, guised as an honor. So I became a marshal.
I'm sorry you had to go through...
I am not. Though it pained me at the...
I should get going.
Back to my
Oh, looks like I can open that door now. There's a lot of equipment in here. Gaia, what was all this for? According to this console, there are still thousands of plant samples stored deep below the facility. I could ask Gaia about them the next time I talk to her. I've been carrying Elizabeth's pendant with me for months. But since we're gonna stay a while, I think I'll keep it here, where it'll be safe. My old spear. Rust helped me make it when I finished my training. Feels like so long ago now. This is the rite of passage that Vishav gave me at the embassy. I liked him. He seemed like a good man. I think he was really looking forward to going home.
Is your focus acting up again?
That's fine.
I can take a look if you want.
Nah. Usually works if I just flick it a few times with my thumb.
Happy birthday, Isaac. Daddy sure does love his little big man.
She found that recording from the data on your focus. She's been watching it a lot. I think it helps calm her.
You know, I used to watch this a lot too. Whenever I wanted to take my mind off things.
Daddy sure does love his little big...
But there's something you need to tell me?
While you were gone, I came down here to check on her. Then we started talking. Right, Beta? She's been thinking about how to capture Hephaestus, studying the data Gaia gave her. But we started talking about some other stuff. You know, just getting to know each other, right? And then she told me that one of the Zeniths might be different from the others.
Tilda. You saw her at the Hades Proving Lab.
Go on.
On the way to Earth,
The Zeniths never showed their faces. My servitor caretaker referred to them as my benefactors, and promised I'd meet them someday, when I had learned enough. And then, one day, a data channel opened in my training interface. In it, Tilda was waiting for me, in a virtual replica of a house on a cliff, overlooking the ocean. It was beautiful. She showed me paintings, books, media files. We met there in secret many times. But a few months later, it stopped.
Can you tell us why, Beta?
I found some data about Tilda at the Hades Proving Lab. I think she was the liaison between Far Zenith and Zero Dawn. She knew Elizabeth Sobek, that's for sure.
Maybe that's why she reached out to you?
What else can you tell us about Tilda? She liked to talk about her paintings. What about herself? Did she ever talk about her life on Earth, how she joined the Zeniths, something like that? She never said much about herself, and she hated it when I asked too many questions. But I think, back on Earth, she was an expert programmer, given that she built a data channel the other Zeniths couldn't detect. Is there anything else about her that we might be able to use to our advantage? She was the first real person who ever bothered to speak to me. I wasn't really assessing her for strengths and weaknesses. You said that Tilda reached out to you using a data channel? It appeared in my training interface as another assignment. When I opened it, there were a series of intermittent glitches. I realized they formed a transpositional cipher. Instructions on how to open up a new virtual space. When I entered it, my training interface disappeared. Instead of the usual holographic teachers and files, I was in a perfect recreation of her home. And you're sure the other Zeniths never knew about it? To them, it looked like I was still in training. Toiling away. Alone. So this secret virtual space looked like a house with an ocean view? I could see whitecaps and hear waves crashing on rocks below. And there were gulls crying outside. Inside, Tilda had frames that showed off her favorite paintings, changing at intervals to match the light. There was an armchair she liked. She'd sit there and gaze outside while I looked through her things. We spent hours in that house. I never wanted to leave. You said Tilda showed you paintings and let you access media files? Every time we met, she showed me a new painting. I think she was Dutch. All of her favorite pieces were from their golden age in the 1600s. Portraits, allegories, ships at sea. She had so many. Did it interest you? I liked her media portal. It had so much more than my training interface. Clips, shows, holos. My favorite was this one called Second Time Around, about a family whose kid comes back after disappearing during the Hot Zone crisis. Right, but did this portal have anything about the Zeniths themselves? Anything we could use? No. Any information about them was redacted. So Tilda set up a secret virtual space where she could talk to you, a house on a cliff. Then later, she cut you off. But other than the fact that Tilda knew Elizabeth, you don't know why she did those things?
I don't! Okay? I thought of every possible reason that would make her leave, but whatever I did wrong, I don't know what it is.
When I finally met the others, she ignored me. Acted like the data channel never existed. None of this even matters. Tilda's the same as the others. It won't help us defeat them. Okay. Let's leave it at that then.
What's wrong?
I'm trying, Varl. But she is tough to take. I'm out there in the wilds, risking my life every day, and all she can do is hide in there and tell us how hopeless it all is. I'm sorry she's had a rough time, but she is really not helping right now.
You always seem to be on top of everything, so I sometimes forget about what you've been through. I mean, it wasn't that long ago you were so banged up you couldn't even walk. About that. When I pulled you out of the water back near the proving lab, you were muttering Rost's name. You never talk about him. But he raised you, trained you. You must miss him a lot.
Of course I do. But I don't have time to think about that now. I need to get back out there.
Okay. I'll keep working with Beta. Gaia says she knows a lot about Zero Dawn. And maybe she just needs some time to adjust, and then she can help us with Hephaestus.
Sure. But I won't hold my breath. I don't think that door had power before, but looks like it's malfunctioned. Looks like some kind of maintenance space. I wonder where this leads. Ourselves? Huh. That did it.
Aloy? A bunch of lights just turned on up here? Was that you?
Oh. Huh. Yeah, I guess it was. Oh. Hey, I just,
I'm fine.
And look, about...
Forget it. Was there anything else?
So have you been able to make use of your expertise?
I guess so.
And?
It looks like it's increasing in size and complexity.
Okay, well... So have you been up...
Not really. Varl sometimes comes down here to talk. I thought he only wanted to know about my productivity, but... It's almost like he actually...
Yeah, I think he does. Have you...
I speak with Gaia. She asked me how I'm feeling.
That's all thanks to Elizabeth. She...
I know. Independent emotional processing enabled the previous...
Yeah. What else can you tell me about Tilda?
She... liked to talk about her paintings.
What about herself? Did she ever talk about her life on Earth, how she joined the Zeniths, something like that?
She never said much.
That's enough for now.
Good.
The old ones fed off livestock a little too much for my liking.
Some of them ate more like the Utaru.
Aloy.
Yeah, everything's fine.
Well, okay,
I should get going.
back to reading. What is it?
It seems like...
Yeah, it's been helpful when I did find the old one, only they even let the damn thing... that's half the... you won't see me letting a...
Are you playing that board game I keep seeing?
Oh, you mean Strike? Yeah, helps take my mind off. Yeah, it's a Tanakh game. I thought about playing Katalo, but...
I think you're safe.
Yeah, I don't know.
Do I smell...
I brought some over with everything that's been good. Besides, that's what my...
Maybe another time. I should probably...
Be careful out there. Oh, hey!
I need to head out.
Let it...
Hey,
Of course.
how's training?
Discovering what I thought, but now I'm just versus everything.
The change is hard. You feeling okay?
I was just thinking about Beta and all that time spent with the Z. To think someone would make a person just to lock... Elizabeth Sobek sacrificed herself for the world, and yet they have no trouble treating Beta like a slave.
Another reason we have to... Did Katalo find his way?
Zoe picked out a room for him. He's kept to himself.
He's not...
So I've noticed. Tried paying my respects for those who fell. Told him I'd never seen anyone throw themselves. He said a warrior shouldn't be praised. For a second, I thought I was... Never thought of Tanakh than a Nora.
I see everyone...
Zoe says I asked
It's hard to believe we're the same ones that left for Syria.
to live on for so...
Because it's not.
That weapon we found where
Silence made...
Why would he build...
With silence, there's always a... I should...
Will be... What can I...
You brought up Rost. He was all I had. When Hades discovered who I was, and sent the... He sacrificed himself so I could... But that seems like ages ago. So much has happened since... What I'm doing now... The Sacred Lands were all he really... So I can't let myself...
I understand. Sometimes, when I think about my sister... About what she would have become if she had survived, it hurts. And I just need to... You can't ignore it forever.
I know.
Fair enough.
What do you make of this Tilda the Beta was talking about?
Well, the way she I can't shake off the feeling that... Maybe because she's Elizabeth Sobek's... But whatever she wanted. If we knew what it was...
I don't know. I don't think...
Oh well. At least...
Maybe. I think it's time for...
Right.
Aloy.
Hey.
I am well. Varl told me Beta's having a hard time. I wish there was something...
I'm not...
A tree won't bear fruit in a day.
What are you going to learn?
From the old ones would... Like, maybe one...
That sound... Is there anything I can... Are you okay?
You and Varl have been friends for a while.
I like to think so.
I was wondering... What do you know about his mother?
Oh.
That bad, huh?
Why do you want to know?
He's spoken of his sister, Vala, but... I noticed he avoids talking about his mother.
She's the war chief of the Nora. Best warrior the tribe, but she could be...
I see. I feel silly not being able to ask Var...
I wouldn't worry about it. He's probably afraid Sona will scare you off.
I'd like to see her try.
About the land...
We need to...
Got... This he has to...
I still can't believe she told him the old ones who cut... I've never heard to deny our dying... It's...
I should get going.
Good.
Something else on your mind?
What do you think of this?
It's an efficient though it could use...
Duly noted. Have you spoken?
I've had little... I did see him bring some...
That stuff says...
You get used...
I'm sure... I should...
It...
I will... The snow brought the chill.
Sit with me, Outlander. I've got something to tell you.
You should have missed this chance to trade.
I have something to say to you. I've got nothing to report. You look geared up for battle. Always a smart
Are you looking
choice.
to buy?
Don't have much to say right now, champ.
Find
Don't
my stash
worry.
later.
I'll have something to report sooner or later.
You can trust a Tanakh when it comes to commerce.
You as bored as I am. Keep your eyes open out there, soldier.
Take a look or move